squares and square root chapter. Exercise 6.3 exercise. First that one complete, after exercises 6.4 also we can discuss. Here the word problems. That word problems tells that 8th class students collect and donated rupees 2,401 rupees for a Prime Minister relief fund. They collected total how much rupees? 2,401 rupees they collected for a Prime Minister relief fund. Then how they are collected means how many students are there in that class, that much amount were donated by each student. How much students are in that class, that much amount were donated by each student. That means suppose imagine in that class 40 students are there. That means each students they pay rupees 40. That is the mean. How many students are there in that class? That number is equal to that number is given by each student donated the amount. Suppose in that class 25 students are there, means each student how much rupees they collect and donated. Each student 25 rupees were collecting and donated. That is the meaning. So here what we want to do is find out the number of students in that class, and then we can easy to say how many rupees each student were donated to the relief fund. But total amount is given like how much? 2,401 rupees. So how to do? First, we don't know how many students in that class, so we can write total. First step is total number of students. Total number of students in the class. In the class, we don't know, we consider it as X. Then next, here amount donated by each student. Each student, in which way they are donated, how many, what is the strength of the student, that much amount each student were donated is equal to, we consider number of students as X. That means each student pay how much amount or donate how much rupees each student, rupees X. Then the total amount donated by the class is given that total amount donated by the class is equal to, how to get that answer? Number of students is multiplied with here amount donated by each student. That means number of students we consider it as how much? X into amount donated by each student, how much rupees? X. The total amount is given as how much? Collected amount 2,401 is the total. X into X become how much? X square equal 2,401. We want X value, how to find out? Take square root of 2,401. How to take a square root? Prime factorization, do it to prime factorization. Here is it possible to divide it with the 2? No. Why? Because unit place is 1 is an odd number. That's why it is not possible to divide it with the prime number 2. Then go to next prime number 3. 3 cases 2 plus 4 comes to 6. 6 plus 1 7. 7 is not a multiple of 3. That's why prime number 3 not possible. Then go through next prime number. Next is 5. You need to place 0 or 5. But here you need to place is 1. That's why 5 not possible. Next is 7 cases. 7 case how to divide? 2401 is divided with the 7. 24 not there. 3 times 21 is there. 4 minus 1 3 and next place 0 4 times 28 subtract 2 next place 1. So what is the answer? 343 is the quotient. Again continue with which prime number only? 7 only. 7 table 34, note that 4 times 28 is the 34 minus 28 is subtraction. Here see 34 minus 28 is subtraction. Doing time how much will coming there? Here 63 for 7 table 63 when it is 9 times 7 into 9 become 63. Then subtraction doing time 9. Then again 7 table possible 7 table 49 7 times again 7 is a prime number. That's why 7 only use and dividing there. So what are the factors here? 7 into 7 into 7 into 7 are the factors. Then square root how to take a pairing each number from each pair one number. First pair 1 7, second pair 1 7 take outside multiply 7 into 7 become 49 is the answer. That's why what we can conclude there. Therefore total number of students in the class is, therefore we can write final answer. Here I writing a space note the number. Therefore we can write it as a final answer as a total number of students in class is equal to, that is suppose to find out the total number of students in the class is equal to x, we consider it as x value how much we got 14 students are there. Then find that only they ask. So what we can say, each student how much amount they will donated, same only, that means 49 rupees each student were giving. So amount donated by each student also equal to 49 rupees. That also we can write. That part not asking, they just asking number of students only. So for your knowledge we can say amount donated by each student also become 49. Amount donated by each student is equal to how much rupees? Equal rupees 49. This is the meaning of this question. I hope you can understand. Then next we go through second question. Second word problem. In that word problem they tells about here second word problem they tells about one garden is there. In that garden 2025 plants are there. Fully in that garden total how many plants are there? 2025 plants are there. Then second line they tells that how many rows are ROWs, how many row wise that plants are planting, that is that much number of plants are planted in each row. That is the meaning of, because then find out how many rows are there in that garden, and same way each row how many plants are planted. That is the meaning of this question. So how to do that? We don't know how many rows it is. So we can write it as a number of rows. We don't know. We consider it as a rows in a garden. In a garden is equal to, we don't know. We consider it as x. Next, number of plants in each row. Each row, how many plants are there? How many rows are there? That much number plants are planted in each row. Here how many rows are there? We consider it as x. So that's why each row how many plants are there? X plants are there. But they given a total number of plants. Total number of plants in a garden is equal. Garden is given how much? 2002. That 2025 how to getting a number of rows. Number of rows is multiplied with the number of plants in each row. Plants in each row. So that value is given, how much they are given? 2025. Number of rows we consider it as how much? X. Number of plants in each row we consider it as X. So X into X because how much they gave in the question? Total number of plants 2025. X into X because how much? X square equal 2025. We want X value, then only we know number of plants in each row and number of rows we are getting. So X value, how to find a take square root of 2025. How to do that? A prime factorization of 2025. Unit to place is which number? 5. That's why easy for divided with 5. 5 table 20, 4 5 table 0, small 2 is small number, 2 is smaller than outside number. That's why division not possible. 0 keep. Then next place number 20. Read together 25. 5 table 25 5 times. Again we can continue with the 5. 40 means 5 table 40 when it is 5 8s are 40. 5 table 5 1 time. Again is it possible to divide it with the 5? No. Next prime number 3 only. 3 table 20 81. 8 not that 2 times 6. 8 and 6 subtraction, do it and 2 and next place number reading together means 21. 3 table 21. How many times? 3 into 7 become 21. Then again continuing 3 table only possible 9 time again divided with 3 and 3 is a prime number. That's why 3 is divided with 3 only. So divide finally we reach answer as 1 there. So what are the factors here? 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Then pair square root take in time pairing and from each pair one number take out. First pair 1 5, second pair 1 3, third pair 1 3. Then multiply 5 3s are 50, 15 3s are how much? 45. That's why what we can conclude there number of rows in. So finally we can write it as a final step. This is final step. Number of rows in a garden equal X. That means X value we got it as how much? 45. Then number of plants in each row, that also we consider it as X. That's why how many plants are there? Total number of plants in each row also become X. X value we got it as 45. Hope you can understand this word problem. Next we go through another question. Not a word problem but a calculation question only. The next find the smallest number, square number. Find the smallest square number. Third question, find the smallest square number divisible by each of the number. That numbers are given as 4, 9 and 9. Then which is the smallest square number? That number is possible to divide it with 4. Same way that number possible to divide it with 9. Same way that smallest number is possible to divide it with 10. That smallest number find out. So many numbers are there, 4, 9, 10 cases. But which is the smallest square number? That is the question. So what we want to do means here we find out the LCM of 4 and 9 and 10. Given 3 numbers LCM. LCM how to find out? Draw the box 4 and 9 and 10 right. Then first we check any number is it possible to divide with the first prime number 2. Yes, 4 and 10. So we start with the 2. 2 table 4 2 times. 9 not possible means once again we repeat. Then 2 table 10 how many times? 5 times. Again check any number. Yes, 2 is there. That's why divided with 2. 2 table 2 1 time. 2 table 9 not possible. That's why once again we write. 2 table 5 also not possible. Next we go through next prime, which is next prime 3. Any number. Yes, 9 is there. That's why we continue with 3. 3 table 9, dividing the 3 times. Here 5. Again, is equals, yes, 3 is the 1, 5. Then next prime number 5. So 1, so finally the 3 numbers change as 1, but divide, we finally reach answer 1. So what are the factors? 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. In this way, factors were getting pairing time here, then multiplying how much will getting there. There are 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36, 36 into 5 6 are 30, 50. 80, 180 will get in there. That LCM number factors right and multiply time 180. But we want square number. We understood that early classes we discussed. 180 is not a perfect square. What is the reason? Here 5 have no pair, 2 have pair, 3 have pair. 5 have no pair. That's why we understood that 180 is not a perfect square. We want to make that number as a perfect square. How to make it as a 180 as a perfect square? Multiply by a missing 5. Which 5 is missing. We multiply both sides with 5 and then we can make it as a perfect factor. Also multiply with 5. Number 180 also multiply with 5 then we get a perfect number. That number we can divide it with 4 and 9 and 10. That is the meaning of the question. So we can write it as how to make it as a perfect square. Multiply by a 5 to get a perfect square. So both side, left side also multiply, right side also multiplied with 5 is equal to 180 also multiply with 5. Then 180 into 5 because how much multiplication to 0 4 then 5 900 becomes. So 180 into 5 that means 900 is our smallest square. That is the mean. That means 900 is a perfect square, which is the square root of that number. Here square root of 900 become a 2 into 3 into 5 pairing, and from each pair one number take outside and multiply time. How much is the number? Square root of 900 become a 30 is there. But they not asking square root, they asking which is the perfect square. What we can say? Therefore we can say that 900 is the smallest perfect square. That is the meaning. Perfect square number. In this way we are right. I hope you can understand this meaning of this question. Then next, this is our exercise 6.3. Next we go through exercise 6.4. In 6.4 they tells about find out the square root by, up to now we learned about prime factorization method. Next we going to learn about division method. How to find the square root by which method? Division method. One question. Division method. 2304. We want to divide this number. How to divide this number? Prime factorization. How to do it? So what we want to do means division method means draw the division box. Long division box draw. 2304 keep inside the box. Then checking how many digits are there? 4 digits are there. 4 digit means it is odd number or even number. 4 digit means it is an even number. Even number case we pair like this. 2 numbers take and pairing where we make pairing at top. This line represent as bar. We keep bar on the 2 numbers at top. Select 2 numbers and keep bar on the top of that. Selecting 2 numbers. Then next what we want to do means make the first number as a perfect square. Here looking time 2 numbers looking time 23. Is 23 a perfect number? No. Early we learned perfect square means same number using and multiplying them, we get a answer as a perfect. 5 into 5 become 25. See, same number. 4 is multiplied with itself. That is 4 4s are 60 like this. So we understood that 23 is not a perfect square. Then check nearest perfect square. 4 into 4 become how much? 60. What about 5 into 5? 25. 25 is more than 23. That's why subtraction. Then 30 numbers coming. So nearest, which is our nearest perfect square, 4 4s are 60. That's why 1 4 right on the divisor place. Here divisor is not the, we only making divisor. And the second 4 right on the quotient. Quotient we mark it on the top. Then multiplying the 4 4s are how much? 16. Then usual subtraction. In division case product writing after usual subtraction. Say 3 minus 6 is not possible. So borrow 30 minus 6 become how much? 7 is the answer. Next bring note of next one number. We keep a bar. That's why that two numbers bring down. Not one number only. That bar carrying two numbers bring it down there. So 0 for write down. Next process, this divisor and quotient were adding, not multiply, addition. 4 plus 4 comes to be how much? 8 is the answer. Then space keeper write to that adding answer. Again we only making divisor. Again we want to make a divisor. How to make means first 8 here. 8 table, next we want answer as 704 as the answer. For checking purpose, in this way checking 8 table when we get 70, 2 digit number we select. 8 table when we get 78, note that nearest answer is 8 into 8 to become how much? 64. That's why our divisor 8 is joined with which number using them, multiplying them, we get 64. That 8 right here 8 is joined with that 8 and multiply with that same 8. Which number? The 8 is our divisor and we multiply them when we, 70 not there, 8 table when we get the nearest answer, 8 8s are 64 is the, that's why that 8 take and write together and second 8 write on the down and multiply. 8 how much? 64. 6 as a remainder. 8 8s are 64. 64 plus 6 comes to be how much? Same answer. That's why what we can say 8 is joined with which number? 8. Then multiplied with which number? 8. That 8 write on the quotient please. Here joining number write on the divisor beside and multiplied number write on the quotient please. So we get a same product, that one right and subtraction doing time how much is the answer? 0. So what we can say that square root of 2304 become how much? 48 is the answer. I hope you can understand this answer. Then next we go through next question, second question. Second question also like this 3 4 8 to 1. 3 4 8 to 1. How to do that one? How to do that question? I see. Here first I draw the division box like that. 3 4 8 1 right. How many digits are there? 4 digits are there. 4 means odd or even number. Even number. That's why two numbers take and a pairing. Again first pair consider and thinking 34 is a perfect square or not. 34 is not a perfect square. Nearest perfect square 6 6 are 36. That is more answer than 34. That's why back side in a perfect number. 5 5s are 25. 1 5 right on the divisor place. Second 5 right on the quotient place. For then next process what we want to do? Multiply. 5 5s are 25. Subtract. 4 minus 5 not possible. Take 1. So 40 minus 5 comes to be 9. Next number, not one number, the two numbers, second bar, next bar, full numbers are write down. So now we get 9. Next our aim is to make checking a 981 getting or not. For checking purpose, how to do? Again we make as a divisor. How to make the divisor? This quotient and a divisor and adding 5 plus 5 comes to be 10. Space keep and write to 10. Again 10 table is even 10 table 98. Properly note that nearest answer 10 into 9 become 90 coming. So 10 is joined with 9. That same second number 9 is used and multiplying 981 getting or not. Checking 9 9s are 81. 9 0 0 plus 1 8 9. So correct answer. So 10 is joined with which number? 9. And which number used to multiply? 9. That second 9 multiply 9. Right on the quotient place. We get a same answer. That's why subtraction moving time remainder become how much? 0. So what we can say, the square root of 3481 become how much? 59 is the answer. In this way we can solve this one. One more question. Third question. One more question. Same process. Then you can clearly understand this one. Third question. Third question says that 1369. So we want to find out the square root of 1369. How to find out? Draw the division box. 1369 keep inside the box. How many digits are there? 4 digits. 4 digits means even number. Even case, two numbers take and put a bar on the top of that number. Then first two numbers take a first bar consider. Check it 13 is a perfect number or not. 13 is not a perfect number. Next thinking nearest perfect number. 3 3s are 9. 4 4s are how much? 60 more answer. So we can write 3 or 1 3 right on the divisor place. Second 3 right on the quotient place. 3 3s are how much? 9. Again next process subtraction doing 13 minus 9 comes to be how much? 4. Next two numbers bring down, that is 16. Again next procedure, make a divisor. How to make a divisor? This quotient and divisor are adding. 3 plus 3 comes to be 6. Space keep and write. Again what we want to do? Checking. 6 table 46 is there or not? Not there. 6 7s are 42 is there. So 6 is our divisor. 6 is joined with that 7 and same 7 use it to multiply. Check it this answer getting or not. 7 7s are how much? 49. 9 right. 7 6 are how much? 42 plus 4 comes to be how much? Say 46. So we can say 6 is joined with 7 and same 7 use a multiplied 7 right on the quotient place and multiplied how much we got? Same answer. Subtraction doing time house 0. So what is the square root of this number? 37. So one more last question. Suppose 3-digit numbers are coming. At that how to do? For example 900. We want to find out the square root of 900. Square root of 900 we want to find out. How to find out the square root? Same way draw the division box. 900 keep inside the box. Then here how many digits are there? 3 digits. 3 digits means odd or a even number and odd number. Odd number case, first always we keep one number as a bar. Next two numbers take and a bar keeping like this way. Odd number, suppose it comes a 5 digit means 5 is an odd number. So first number, next two numbers are taking and bar keeping. Then next suppose 7 digit number coming means 7 is an odd number. So first number always we keep first digit keep bar, remaining numbers two numbers select and put a bar keeping. That is the procedure for odd number digit case. Here odd number digit, that's why first number we keep bar, next two numbers keep second bar, two numbers select and keeping bar. Then checking 9 is a perfect. Yes, 3 3s are 9, so 3 right write a second 3 write on the quotient place. 3 into 3 become 9. Subtraction doing times. Next, that bar carrying numbers are 0. Here make a divisor. How to make a divisor? 3 plus 3 comes to be how much? 6. Both are adding, and here checking 0. 6 table, when we get 0, 0 times same 0 use and multiply. So what is there? So here we get 0, 1 0 multiply, joined 0 right here, multiplied 0 right here. So what is the answer? 6 is multiplied with the 0 means how much is the answer? 0 0 coming here. So final answer is 0. So what is the answer here? Answer, because square root of 900 become, what is the square root of 900? 30 is the square root of 900. I hope you can understand the long division method using and finding the square root of a given number. The next class remaining topic. Thank you.